Hey guys, welcome back to The Honest Entrepreneurs. Today we probably have our most famous guest today in the Amazon space. We've got Bradley Sutton from Helium10. If you've been around Amazon FBA YouTube for more than 5 minutes, you've probably seen Bradley popping up here, there, and everywhere. He is the go-to man with a podcast and also with Helium10's features and displaying them kind of to the best of their ability. So Bradley, welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for joining us today, and we're excited to see what you can show our people.
Awesome, yeah. Thank you for inviting me. It's really great to be here and like meeting new people and introducing things to new communities as well.
Awesome, perfect. Well, look, we can just dive straight in, basically, Brad. If you want to kind of share the latest and greatest features from Helium10 to do with product research, that'd be awesome.
Okay, sure. I'm gonna hop right into it. Let's start with. I want to start just with a little bit different than most people when people who have known Helium10 for a while, when they think of product research, they initially go to hey, just the regular X-ray Chrome extension or maybe black box looking for a product. But we're going to kind of flip the script a little bit. And I like teaching people to look for products by looking for keywords. So the tool that I use for that is actually called black box keywords. So let me show you guys how to find that. So you see my screen yet?
Yeah, all good.
Okay, cool. So I go right here to black box, just like we would normally. But now I'm going to go, instead of this first tab, which is still fine, like to find products using the traditional way that people have been finding products, even on tools like that have been around longer than Helium10. This still works great. But eventually, I like getting to the demand for products, and then that is looking for keywords. And so, by the way, the things I'm going to do today is just based on Amazon.com USA, but we can do this in UK, India, Japan, Australia, UAE, Netherlands, wherever.
We're based in Barcelona in Spain, but we sell in the
got
US
Spain.
predominantly.
We've got Spain too. Yeah.
No, we looked at it. It's just Amazon.com is this the beast, isn't it? It's the
for
biggest
sure,
and the best. So but it's good to look at.
It's like more than all the other marketplaces combined.
Yeah,
but
exactly,
still, there's some people, that you can still find some interesting niche things. Like especially if somebody's living in Germany, I think you absolutely should be selling in Amazon Germany. I think Amazon Japan is actually a great opportunity. I just did a podcast about that because a lot of people don't realize it's kind of like the number 3-4 market in the world as far as Amazons go, but the competition is very, very small compared to a lot of other marketplaces. So USA is where the action's at, but don't sleep on some of these other marketplaces, I guess. Now, let's start this off. I didn't prepare anything today because I wanted to get something from you guys. So what give me like maybe 2 or 3 categories on Amazon that I could be searching for a keyword in.
Let's go baby. Yeah,
baby, all right.
Baby as well. Baby's popular, isn't it?
Maybe 1 or 2 others.
Yeah, can we go patio, lawn and garden?
Let's do it. And 1 more.
Yeah. Should we go pets? Pets is popular, isn't it? We can.
So I got 3 categories selected. Now, the key for Amazon product research, as I'm sure you guys teach and everybody else knows, is you gotta have demand. We can't be creating demand, or like using Amazon as like a Kickstarter where we have an invention that nobody knows about, right? So what I like to do is I'm going to search for what shows demand is the search volume. So I'm going to search for something, a keyword that I was going to throw in something here. We might have to tweak this a little bit later depending on what's going on, but let's go between 4,000 and 9,000. And there's no magic number here. And guys, don't copy these exact things, because that's when people are like, wait a minute, I'm going to show up the same results as all the other hundreds of thousands of Helium10 members. No, I mean, if you're copying my exact numbers here, of course you're gonna get very similar results, but
understand the all over again.
Here. I like putting a price range on the retail price average. All right, so that's what this means. I don't want to have a whole bunch of $7 products that have no margins. At the same time, I don't want keywords where all the products on page 1 are like refrigerators and cost $500 each, because maybe that I'm not available, or I'm not able to come up with that kind of money. So let me just throw in like, I don't know, let's say 17 to $40. All right. Now, even this tool has kind of changed in the last year, where it has added features. So I'm going to hop right to those extra features, and I'm going to use, first of all, let's go with title density. Do either of you seen or used this filter before?
Yeah, it was actually watching one of your videos, funnily enough, on YouTube, and we started looking at it pretty closely. But yeah, please explain.
All right, well, hold on. I'm going to put you on the spot. let's test your memory. This is not a normal word here. Title density, like, oh yeah, this is Amazon, PPC, and product. This is like a made up word that we made up. Do you remember what title density means?
What I believe it is the amount of people on page 1 who have that exact keyword in that exact phrase format in their title.
Exactly, man. You're probably a straight A student in school. All right, great memory. All right, so that is exactly why. Now somebody might hear that and ask, like, why is that important? Well, on Amazon, we discovered that if you find keywords that have high demand, but almost nobody has it in the title, it's indication sometimes that it's either a newer niche, or at the very least, in 100% of situations, the lower the title density score, the easier it's going to be for you to get to page 1. Sometimes if you can find something that has a very, very low, like 0, let's say, and you're the first one to have it, you could get on page 1 from day 1 of just starting your listing. Like if you're the only one, that's how much the algorithm kind of favors the title when it comes to ranking. So let's just say a max of 5. We'll start there. This what I'm doing here, guys, might be way too narrow. We might have to widen it out. We won't know until we actually run it. I'm going to go ahead and do competitor reviews. Now, this section here, guys, is different than the reviews up here. If I were to enter this one and put a min max here, this is basically saying looking at an average of the top products. Like it could be, if there's a lot of great selling products on the page, it could be looking at the average of up to 20 or 30 listings wherever they are on page 1. When I use this one down here, laser focusing to the top 10 organic results, positions 1 through 10, the top 10 products that come a less than 150, minimum, let's just say 6. All right. So what I'm saying is, hey, Helium10, show me a keyword that has whatever I put up above between 3 and 10,000 or 8,000 search volume per month between this price range on average. But if I look at the first 10 products that show up on the page, the last time Helium10 checked the page, at least 6 out of 10 have less than 150 reviews. At the same time, I'm going to say, just to make sure, hey, I want to go somewhere where there definitely is demand and products are selling. Let's just say I don't want a page where there's just a whole bunch of nonsense products. So let's just say at least 5 out of the first 10, doesn't have to be the same 5 or 6 as the other one, are generating more than $2,500 of revenue per month. Now, the other thing I'm going to do is word count. This is different in different marketplaces, but in the US marketplace, a lot of the one-word keywords, they might have search volume, but there's not a lot of buyer intent. People don't type one word into, you guys probably don't type one word into a search engine and then buy something right after that, like kitchen or bathroom. I don't want to see a whole bunch of keywords like that. So I'm just going to put a minimum of 2, but of course I could go even more narrow. But let's just see to start off. Okay. All right, there we go. We got 14 results. So that's what I like to see. What I didn't want to see is like 200 or 0. Like if you have over 200, I suggest like narrowing your filters down a little bit more. And let's just take a look here. We have here Safari Nursery Decor. All right, 6,000 search volume. This is for all the parents out there who maybe they want like a Tarzan or something theme for their kids, or they're living in the jungle or something. I don't know what's going on, why you'd want Safari. But let's take a look at that one. Let's see. Oh, Easter's. Is it time for Easter already? When is Easter? I guess it's coming up on Easter. Huh? Seed organizer. Like that's kind of shocking. Like how in the world does that not have that many ones in the title? Disposable little. Why would you want a disposable litter box? Let's take a look at what that is. Snack spinner. Take a look at that one too. And then some of these I'm just obviously skipping over because it looks like a brand. I don't know this brand, but it just looks like a brand to me. Doc A Tot. All right.
Let's just take a look. Do you often, with your just jumping on that Easter one, do you advise sellers try and stay away from keywords like that's like obviously hyper seasonal? Do you kind of advise them to stay away, or do you think they're worth
not necessarily
kind of looking at?
But it depends on what you're looking for. There's people who have great success doing seasonal stuff. Like I did this one case study where it was a lot of like drinking straws, just to show people that you need low money to start on Amazon. And most of those drinking straws are only popular during certain times. Like I had one that was only popular during like Christmas, New Year time because of the color. I had one that was only popular during the summer. So as long as you know what you're getting into and you're not going to be stuck with a whole bunch of, inventory that's going to sit, you can absolutely go into seasonal products. Now, the thing about Easter right now is I don't know exactly when it is Easter, but I'm sure it's in March or April, right? So
Yeah.
If Easter's in March or April and we're in March, okay, I'm not going to look at that. I would have to be looking for next year, Easter, because it's already obviously too late, for that. So let's just see what people are doing for Safari nursery decor here. And then right off the bat, you see, this is how cool this is sometimes. Do you guys notice anything about the first line that just jumps out that's not normal as far as other keywords that you search for on Amazon?
We can still only see your Helium.
Oh my goodness, we are. Let me share this tab. Let's see.
There we go.
Oh, we go. Yeah, we go. We'll cut that bit in.
What do you see here? Anything? This is the first line of the search results. Anything? It's kind of like a subtle, but is there anything that's abnormal?
It's all organic.
Isn't that crazy? You like, and that's the thing. Like sometimes when you find these like hidden gem keywords, it'll come up. I mean, nowadays on search results, isn't it like all the whole
see that.
Half of the page, right? Is all sponsored.
I missed it then because I was so used to seeing sponsors. I didn't even look for the sponsored.
You're like programmed to like, I'm just gonna naturally skip the first line of results because like it's just all sponsored. But I didn't even search for that. That wasn't even one of the features I did. But what happens when you use these other features is sometimes things like this are come up, which obviously is another advantage of selling on this page is you're not having to pay a whole bunch in sponsored ads. So I can see, we can see right here, the first line of search results, we see the page 1, position 3, only 3.7 reviews and only 27 reviews. The best seller on the page only has 27 reviews. The third or the fifth organic result only has got 38 reviews. So we can see that, it had those, criteria I put in, and I didn't even know this existed a little while ago. I'm not saying, hey, everybody who's watching this video, go do this niche here. But it just shows that, how easy we were able to find this. Let's take a look at this other one. We've got a seed organizer. For at least 4 sponsored ads at the top. I was expecting something like this. Okay, so this is another good sign, actually. All right. So when you want to see if something has potential, this is the kind of thing that gets me excited. When the very top sponsored ad or other organic ads at the top of the page are somewhat irrelevant to the niche, that shows you that Amazon has so few things to work with that it's having to throw up random products. Here, this has nothing to do with seeds. Amazon is not in the, Amazon wants to make money, and it's not going to show stuff that's not going to get them a click, that doesn't give them a chance to get a click, unless it just has like nothing to work with, right? So this is kind of like another kind of like thing I like to look at.
I wonder if people are buying these
photo storage box right here at the top.
Getting into the habit of arranging all of their things, so they might buy a photography organizer as well.
Yeah, I guess like, hey, if you organize your seeds, you organize your photos. Who knows? Maybe that's a trait. Okay, let's take a look at this one. This was disposable litter boxes. Okay, I see it here. I mean, I have cats. I don't know why in the world I would want a disposable one. Have all this bulk here, but look at this. Page 1, position 2. This is, I could not have planned this better, guys. We have had so far 3 different keywords and 3 different crazy things that normally you don't see. Here's the other one. If something goes out of stock, it disappears from search results. But like for whatever reason, Amazon is still showing this nonsense listing right here. That's pretty plain. And like, this is so rare. Like, we've seen 3 rare things that you would never see on other, like, saturated niches right here. But here's another one where for whatever reason, there's so few good listings that it's even showing you the out of stock listings. All right. Now let's look at the last one here.
I'd imagine these are incredibly cheap to
probably, yeah. Snack spinner. Okay. I mean, I had never heard of this, but this kind of is what I imagine this would be. But once again, here we go. These are regular spinners. This has nothing to do with a snack spinner. So again, we found something that's kind of like a newer niche. And I told people, hey, don't be just buying this stuff just by watching this video. But full transparency, people have made hundreds of thousands of dollars before sometimes on these videos that I do where I don't plan them, but something random comes up. Last year, I was on another call where I had been with this community like maybe 2 years ago. And when I was doing it, I actually found a seasonal product just by picking random things. And it was a fantasy football, American football draft board. And I was like, man, if I ever could make a product, this would probably be because I love fantasy football. And this is kind of interesting. I went back into the community and this lady raises her hand on Zoom and says, Bradley, I don't know if you remember a couple years ago you were talking about fantasy football. Well, I went ahead and did it, and I did $100,000 in August of this year. And I was like, whoa, that's crazy.
Amazing.
So I don't want everybody trying to get this stuff, but if there's something that really looks good, go ahead.
Did she send you a bit of a commission, Bradley? I hope she did.
If I keep giving out winners, like I might have to do that. Yeah. This is interesting. I mean, we spoil kids so much that now that they have the spinner experience, I guess, when having snacks. But right here, here we are again on page 1 at the very top. We are already seeing in organic results, completely random results here. Sensory toys, a grape cutter, and these are great signs to get excited about. I mean, if I was just randomly searching for keywords, it would have taken me a long time to find something that has results like this. Now, that's the first part of product research I wanted to show people. But another kind of way that you can do it, today I wanted to kind of like focus on things that are not normal, that even if you've been using Helium10 for a long time, you probably didn't know about. Now, what we're going to do right now is something different. Can you have you guys ever heard of X-ray keywords?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. We're going to show people how to use that. Why don't you just give me a random product that I could just type into the search? I can just try and find
a massage gun.
Massage gun. All right.
Yeah.
This is Alex's pet hate product, Bradley, by the way. He's on a campaign saying why people should never launch these.
Do we see right off the bat, first of all, like the difference of these results, like compared to what we were looking at? You're like, everything looks the same, tons of sponsored ads, tens of thousands of reviews. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So now, for whatever reason, let's just say I was organically searching for a massage gun for myself, so like I was searching as a buyer or something, because these are times also when I think we should be looking for product opportunity. All right. So maybe I didn't realize that massage gun is absolutely not something we should sell. What I might be wondering is, hey, I wonder which keywords are driving the sales for this product. Well, instead of go the whole thing, hey, let me run the top listings through Cerebro and this and that, I can just actually hit X-ray keywords right here. And sometimes it might take a couple of times. I actually put some special filters here. Let me see if I have to wipe these filters here in just a moment. Let me restore the default settings. There we go. Oh, and it's not working. So they're probably working on this tool, of course, or maybe this is just so bad that it's breaking Helium10, the massage gun. But I was working on this a few days ago, and I don't think it's going to work here if they're working on this tool. Nope, they're working on it still. All right. So what shows up here instantly when this is not in maintenance mode is I go into here, and this is almost like using Cerebro just live. Cerebro is our reverse ASIN tool. So I can put like here, I want to see where some of these top keywords are, or what are the keywords that are driving sales for these products without having to throw it into Cerebro. And so this is not something I suggest starting with, but only if you just randomly end up on a product page, if you're just browsing Amazon or whatever, use this, and then what's going to show up. And I know this is recorded, so by the time that you guys are watching this, this will definitely work. Play around with this, and then you're going to instantly see on any actual listing page or the search result page what keywords are driving the sales there. So that's another unique way of doing product research. The next way I want to talk about is just completely, like, this is when you're completely stuck, and this is definitely not the main way I would do it. If you've been like doing product research through all the traditional ways for like 2, 3, 4 hours, and you're like, oh, this is frustrating, I just want to have some unique inspiration, go into Helium10, and on the dashboard, go into the Pinterest trend finder. All right, so you're going to get the most random things and celebrity things and things like that, but it's something that if I spin this wheel about 20 times, I guarantee at least one interesting idea will come up. I mean, there's going to be 19 ones that I can never sell, but let me just show you. And this is completely random. This is not something I can control. This is literally just kind of like, luck of the draw here. All right, so I'm just going to spin the wheel. I don't know if that must be like some kind of anime thing. Rose's wallpaper. I mean, that potentially could be something. So basically how this works is it's looking at the Pinterest trends, which is actually a thing, trends.pinterest.com. And it is checking the ones that have kind of trajectories like this as far as Pinterest trends, search volume. Because sometimes things that start trending on Pinterest 2, 3, 4 months before it's trending on Amazon. It's taking like the first few thousand words that have the highest trajectories of increase of search volume, and then it's giving you kind of like luck of the draw there. So I can see here, this is not Helium10, this is Pinterest trends, but I can see that it is growing up. And then so what I would do is I would look at some of the popular pins and see what people are actually looking for this product and get ideas. Let me just spin this a couple more times.
Is this brand new? I'd never seen this before.
No, this has been for like a year, but people sleep.
Wow.
I wanted to show stuff that the majority of people don't know about. All right, so here's another one. You might think that, okay, well, how can I do a full bar or something, but this is how I use this tool, even on words that might seem like completely crazy. So I just hit brunch bar, I don't know, this increase, right? And then what I would do is I would actually look at how this looks on Pinterest, and then I'm gonna look for products in the pictures. All right, because usually, yeah, just as I suspected, there's like these, I guess you could probably call these charcuterie boards, but a little bit different than charcuterie boards. All right, so then maybe I'm on this website, I'm on Pinterest. I don't even want to go to Amazon yet to look it up, but maybe I'm looking at, I'm wondering what are some of the keywords, right? So let's just say, wow, that looks interesting. Bamboo, I can't even see what it says. Bamboo kitchenware, bamboo something. But I'm going to go here to the Chrome extension, and I'm going to hit Browse Amazon Marketplace. Or I'm sorry, not that one. Analyze product demand on Amazon. All right. And here it picked up the keyword right away, brunch bar. So I mean, I don't know, like maybe does this keyword have search volume on Amazon? Well, I can just hit see analysis, and it is going to come up with if there's search volume, and there's none. So people are not searching yet for this keyword. So then I would try different keywords. But now I just saved the trip to Amazon because I'm like, okay, well, this is not the word that people are typing in. It might be the word that people are going to type in like 2 or 3 months on Amazon, but probably it's more like these charcuterie board, keywords. But you can be on any website, and if you get some idea, don't even have to go to Amazon. You don't even have to go to Helium10 in order to find it. You can just enter that keyword there. So the point I hope people take away from this is sometimes, there's a bunch of pessimistic people out there who say, oh, it's too late to sell products on Amazon, or it's impossible to find new product ideas now because everything is so saturated, blah, blah, blah. No, I mean, I haven't done this in a couple of weeks, but I can't remember how many, getting 4 really good product ideas in about 5 minutes. And then, here just finding other random things. But the point is, guys, there's so much opportunity still and money to be made on Amazon. You guys need to be taking advantage of it.
100%. I think that's a really good example of how to use. I think people previously, it was taught to all use it in the same way, which obviously was wrong. Everyone then finds the same products, and that's then everything gets saturated. But clearly, there's a lot of different ways you can start product research, and especially if you're stuck, which a lot of people do tend to get stuck. It's the most difficult part, and you just need a bit of inspiration. The bit I really liked in that, and the Pinterest part actually, was that it showed you the demographic of the audience as well. So the age and the gender. So that could be really handy if you wanted to go and do market research to your target demo. You can then, contact those people, and then you're going to get a lot more insight as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. I'm a huge fan of Cerebro, and I did not know about the built-in on the page where you can just load up those keywords. Like I spend so much time going to the BSR box and hitting keywords and then letting it load up.
Yeah. And that still works too. But like, when you really want to go deep into it, that's the only way to go. But if you're just like, hey, I just want to know the top 10 keywords right off the bat, then just hit that Chrome extension and enter whatever parameters you want, and then it'll pop up right there, and you'll see search volume and other things. You know what? Hold on. There's actually one more thing I'm pretty sure you guys haven't seen before. I'm going to go back to sharing my screen, and I want
bonus content, everyone.
I want to give you guys some bonus content here. Let's see, window. Here we go. All right, let's go back to Amazon. And not all keywords have this, but I saw one for coffin shelf. You guys can see my Amazon screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is like, here we go. A lot of keywords for the last year or so on Amazon, they have this section here called related searches. And this is crazy. Like, this is Amazon telling anybody, even people who are just searching on Amazon, what are the 6 words that people most search before or after searching this keyword on this page. So I just typed in coffin shelf, and it's saying, hey, these are the top 6 keywords that somebody who's searching for coffin shelf is searching for, right? We have coffin bookshelf, Gothic decor. So if you're ever on a page and you're like, you don't want to go down here and then one by one start doing research on these keywords, but you're looking for inspiration, you can go up here to the search bar, right? And this is the Helium10. This kind of like does an auto expansion here. This section here, the Amazon suggestions. I don't know, am I able to zoom in? Or I am able to zoom in. This is just the Amazon autocomplete. It's giving you search volume on Amazon autocomplete and title density right off the bat and things like that. These ones over here is keywords after. That means, all right, if it's just coffin shelf, there's going to be a word after it. Here are the words after it. Here's the words ending in coffin shelf. Small coffin shelf, sourpuss coffin shelf. This is coming from Helium10 Magnet, some of the other smart complete words here. All right. But right here, related keywords. If a search result page has that related keywords, without having to scroll all the way down there, I can actually see what those keywords are and what the search volume is. And then sometimes maybe that keyword that I'm on is not the greatest thing, but I like the niche. And I'm thinking maybe there's another keyword in this niche that I can get inspiration from. Well, like I could have been in coffin, like, wait a minute, Gothic decor might be a better keyword because there's a lot more search volume. Then this is another way to get, some instant inspiration.
Awesome, man. That was great.
Cool. Very cool.
Well, look, we appreciate your time. That was mega insightful. I'm sure our viewers will get a lot of value from that. So appreciate it, guys. If you watched that and enjoyed it, please obviously hit like, ask us some questions in the comments. Any product research questions, you can drop us a message on YouTube or on Twitter. And obviously go and support Bradley. If you're not listening to Bradley's podcast and you're selling on Amazon, then you're missing out. It's a Serious Sellers podcast, I believe.
Yep, Serious Sellers podcast
as well. It's full of value every week. One day we'll get on there. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll get you guys on there.
That'd be good.
All the ladies go. My female audience loves accents, so whenever I have the ratings go up when I have people with your accent.
But do they love gingers?
Well, that 2 for the price of 1. So hey, we'll do it.
Niche. Awesome. Bradley, thanks so much, mate. And we'll catch up with you soon.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Thank you.